Thank you everyone to come to this session. So this session I will talk about Alibaba Cloud. Alibaba Cloud would be a great choice for Tableau Server deployed on cloud. Before we start the session, let me introduce myself first. My name is Hailong Wen. I'm from Tableau in China, and my role is sales consultant. So in my daily work, I usually work with sales team to reach out to our customer to listen and understand their data and analytical related questions, and give them some advice how to use the right technology to build their own BI system and get the value from their data. So in my prior working experience, I worked in IBM as SAP, as BI consultant on some other BI tools like Informatica, SAP BW, BO, HANA, and Click. I feel I'm very lucky. I can work on traditional BI, and then I'm in Tableau, work on modern BI platform. So I would like to help our customer to help them to do the similar transition from traditional BI to modern BI. I still remember 15 years ago when I implemented the SAP BW project. At that time, we would have a sub-team called basic team. That team will handle everything related to infrastructure, like do the sizing of physical server, installation of operation system, database, middleware, application, softwares, something like that. So it costs the whole project team or costs our client lots of effort to maintain the entire infrastructure. And so today, I believe cloud deployment is becoming more and more popular. I'm not sure, do you have any plans to, or you have the knowledge about Tableau deployment on cloud? Okay. So Tableau deployment is very flexible. So Tableau have three main deploy options. The first one is Tableau can be used as a SaaS, just like Salesforce.com. You can use Tableau directly from Tableau Online. That's the SaaS architecture. The second option is you can deploy Tableau on public clouds like Amazon, AWS, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure. And so of course, you can deploy Tableau on your on-premise environment. It means you need to prepare your own physical machine. So today, I would like to give you another option, Alibaba Cloud. In this September, Tableau and Alibaba, we announced a technical partnership. So today, I will introduce this to you. Okay. So in today's agenda, I will tell you what's Alibaba Cloud and what are the data products and services we can get from Alibaba Cloud. And because all of you, I believe everyone know about Amazon, AWS, Google Cloud, Azure. So why we are talking about Alibaba Cloud here? I will tell you the reason. Might be from the Asia Pac market share of IaaS. It might be from the cost comparison between the mainstream cloud providers when we think about how deploy Tableau on public cloud. And the last thing, but I think is the most important, is what are the current joint offering between Tableau and Alibaba Cloud. So I will explain how to deploy Tableau Server on Alibaba Cloud and how can we use the data resides in Alibaba Cloud. So let's go to the first part. What's Alibaba Cloud? And Alibaba Cloud is a cloud computing business of Alibaba Group. And Alibaba provides vital technology, infrastructure, and marketing capability for business of all sizes grow their products and service around the world. Alibaba business spans many business spans e-commerce, digital media, cloud computing, even entertainment. And so I believe most of you heard about Taobao. Taobao is the most popular customer-consumer marketplace in China. And the Alipay is Alibaba online and mobile payment platform. So where is the Ali Cloud? Actually, Ali Cloud as a cloud computing business of Alibaba underpins the entire Alibaba Group business from e-commerce and payment to logistics and the supply chain management. So I believe most of you have heard about the 11 Shopping Festival, because I just met one guy from America. He's based in Seattle. He heard about 11 Shopping Festival. This shopping festival was invented by Alibaba for more than 11 years. And why the shopping festival called 11? Because the shopping festival will be held on November 11 every year. So it's very like Black Friday, but it is much bigger than Black Friday. Last year, in 2018, the gross merchandise value hit over 30 billion US dollar, and the peak transaction volume was over 325,000 sales orders in 1 second. And can you imagine what's the new number they created this year? Because 11 just happened on this Monday. So this year, they broke their own records created by Alibaba itself. So the new record is the peak transaction volume was over 545,000 sales orders in 1 second. And the gross sales volume hit over 38 billion US dollar within 1 single day. So it is very amazing numbers. So just as Ma Yun said, the ex-chairman of Alibaba, they prepared the infrastructure not for current usage. They prepared for the potential 10 years usage as an infrastructure. And Alibaba Cloud made this amazing number realized. So empowered the 11 Shopping Festival by providing the high stable and reliable services, especially during the unpredictable traffic spikes without any incident. So Alibaba Cloud actually is a very mature cloud platform. It has provided external services from 2009, just 3 years after Amazon has provided its own external services, AWS, in 2006. So today, Alibaba Cloud Platform provides all kinds of cloud products, including elastic computing, database storage, big data processing capability, IoT, many products and services from its platform. So when we have the need to host our own application on cloud, on Alibaba Cloud, it's like a one-stop shopping. We can choose everything we want just from the same platform. And compared to the on-premise system, we don't need to prepare all of things by ourselves from scratches. So that's one main benefit of the Alibaba Cloud compared with other cloud providers, just similar to other cloud providers. So we can scale the capability depending on the real-time demands, and we don't need to maintain the costly infrastructure by ourselves to fulfill the user requirements. And with the growth of data, with the growth of user, with more and more we can still continue to focus on our business. We don't need to care about how to maintain the costly infrastructure by ourselves. So let's focus on data. So here are the 4 types data products from Alibaba Cloud. So the first one is a relational database. So on Alibaba Cloud, they call them AnalyticDB RDS. So they support several SQL protocols, like RDS for MySQL, RDS for SQL Server, RDS for PostgreSQL. And the second data product is a data warehousing solution. On Alibaba Cloud, we can get is AnalyticDB. AnalyticDB is a strong competitor to AWS Redshift. We can use AnalyticDB to build a real-time data warehousing solution on cloud with millisecond level response for highly concurrent query capability. And the third one is the big data processing capability, MaxCompute. MacCompute is mainly to use to store and compute bunches of structured data. And it provides a massive range of big data processing models and analysis services in MacComputer. The last one, but not least, is a data lake, Analytic. Data Analytic, very similar to AWS Athena. It utilizes a serverless architecture to provide interactive analytics services. Okay. Let's look into these products in depth. So for the first one, Apsara RDS. So Alibaba offers a set of full managed, less trouble, and optimized database services that fully support open source database engines. These products compatible to MySQL, SQL Server, and PostgreSQL. These open sourced SQL protocols. And Alibaba Cloud can help us do the monitoring, backup, and restore database services automatically, so we can always focus on our core business. And to provide a more reliable and scalable database services, Alibaba Cloud optimizes the source code based on the open source database engines. So to make this RDS database more suitable to host on cloud. And the next one, Alibaba AnalyticDB. AnalyticDB is an online data warehousing solution hosted on cloud. It can process PB level data in highly concurrent and real-time manner. AnalyticDB stores data based on relational model, so without the need to modeling data in advance, we can use structured query language to compute and analyze data. Based on the seamless capability of the cloud, AnalyticDB is able to compute tens of billions of or more data entries in milliseconds. So the whole design for AnalyticDB is to refine business operation and get the business insights in real-time manner. So that's the main benefits we can get from AnalyticDB. The next one is big data processing, MaxCompute. MacComputer is a general-purpose, fully managed, multi-tenancy data processing platform for large-scale data. So MacComputer supports various data importing services and distributed computational models, enabling users to effectively query massive data sets, reducing production cost, and ensure data security. So the first lecture, large scale. So MacComputer can support EB level data storage and computing. And it also supports SQL, MapReduce, and graph computational models. And so MacComputer has already provided external usage services for more than 7 years. And compared with the on-premise hosted big data processing platform, MacComputer can reduce the production cost by 20% to 30%. So it's also a very cost-effective big data processing platform. Okay. So the next one, data lake analytics, just as I mentioned before, is very similar to AWS Athena. So the first feature of DLA is it's designed as a ready-to-use architecture. So DLA does not require any prior setup of infrastructure, facility, or incur massive upfront management costs. Upgrading to DLA does not require, can be performed with zero service downtime, and also supports elastic scaling to ensure the whole service level. And DLA is compatible to standard CQs and supports a variety of functions like JDBC, ODBC, and other BI suites. So based on the cloud-native federation analytics, so we can use DLA to analyze data across multiple data sources, SQL, NoSQL, OSS. And the underlying data engine is invented by Alibaba itself. They call the data engine Xihe. So Xihe applies multiple advanced technology like MPP, massively parallel processing technology can achieve high compression ratio, high scalability, and high availability. So till now, I just gave you understanding what is Alibaba Cloud and what we can get from Alibaba Cloud. And so these are the four main types of data products from Alibaba Cloud. Okay, I hope you can still remember. It's the relational DB, Apsara RDB. The second one is the data warehousing solution, AnalyticDB. The third one is big data processing capability, MacCompute. The last one is data lake analytics. Okay. I guess everyone here, you must bring your question. So why we are talking about Alibaba in America, right? And so here is a report from Gartner revealed in April 2019, just in this year. So we can see this report is about Asia-Pac, IAS, and iOS market share. We can see Alibaba has already been named the first position in Asia-Pac in 2 consecutive years from 2017. So actually, it has also sustained in the top 3 global cloud provider in the same space. So Alibaba Cloud boasts a strong network in Asia-Pac, with 15 available rooms in this region outside mainland China, covering Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Japan markets. So for some countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Alibaba is the only global provider that has set up a local data center in these countries. And in the same time, Alibaba offering a wide range of cloud and data analytics products for these countries. So Alibaba Cloud has championed the development of cloud and data intelligence in Asia-Pac since 10 years ago, and has helped significantly improve the cost efficiency and lower other barrier to the technology adoption by business of all sizes around the globe. And the scalability, reliability, and the security of Alibaba Cloud are paramount to Alibaba business itself. And the platform, just as I mentioned before, has successfully sustained the real-world test in daily basis, most notably in the November Shopping Festival, because it can it can support the US dollar more than 30 billion US dollar within one single day. So all account for its strong cloud infrastructure. So Alibaba Cloud is not just prepared for big enterprise. Actually, business of all sizes can leverage this technology to grow their products and services online. So over the past 10 years, Alibaba cloud networking have become increasingly prominent for its scalability, reliability, and cost efficiency. So now it has delivered secure and high-speed communication with a network of 20 data center region, 61 availability rooms. Alibaba presence is also growing in North America and EMEA, not just in Asia-Pac. And in 2017, Alibaba Cloud has been placed in Gartner Magic Quadrant as a visionary. So Alibaba is very important to business want to expanding their business internationally. Also very important for companies want to establish their footprint in China. Okay, so let's do the cost comparison between the four main cloud providers, and we will use an example to deploy a Tableau Server on this provider. So based on the typical baseline configuration of Tableau Server to calculate the cost. So we will choose the CPU as a 16 visual CPU cost, 64 RAM, 40 GB disk space for operation system, 200 GB for Tableau Server. And we will use the Windows Server 2016, and we will try to use the region in China or close to China, because if you are familiar to Tableau Server, Tableau Online Help has already recommend our customer to choose the specific instance on this specific cloud providers, because for this instance can provide a reliable and provide the suitable resources for Tableau Server usage. Of course, we can get the right instance from Alibaba Cloud in China data center region. But for the rest cloud provider like Amazon, AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure, we cannot find the recommended instance in their data center in China. They do have data center region in China, but we cannot find the recommended instance. We can only find the recommended instance in their Hong Kong data center region or in their East Asia data center region. So there are some difference. So here is the result. After I use the calculator, cost calculator from this platform, I have this cost breakdown by compute, by storage, by the other infrastructure services like a static IP. So at the first glance, we can see Alibaba Cloud is the most cost-effective options, because we are Tableau, right? We are the fans of Tableau. Let's use Tableau way to compare these costs. Here is the results after we build a bar chart comparison across the four main cloud providers. So we can see it's very straightforward information. Alibaba Cloud is very cost-effective. The cost is less than a third of costs in AWS, right? So for China company or for the company in the rest of Asia Pac, so they can choose the location of the virtual machine close to their physical location, and in the same time, Alibaba Cloud can provide a strong performance. So I believe that's the main reason why Alibaba Cloud is so popular in Asia Pac. So, in summary, Alibaba Cloud is a very mature cloud platform. And in Asia Pac marketplace market share, it had been named the first one since 2017. And in the same time, it can provide a very strong network, not just in Asia Pac, but also provide the network data center region in EMEA and North America. And compared with the other mainstream cloud provider, Alibaba Cloud would be a very cost-effective solution to us. Okay. Let's go to the next section, because we are here. We just want to know about Alibaba Cloud, but the most important thing is we would like to introduce you how to leverage Alibaba Cloud to host Tableau, and how to use Tableau to analyze data resides in Alibaba Cloud platform. So here is the content for the third section. What are the joint offerings between Tableau and Alibaba Cloud? Okay, so firstly, I would like to introduce you what's the deploy option for Alibaba Cloud for Tableau Server to host in Alibaba Cloud. So currently, we have a self-deployment option to install Tableau Server on Alibaba Cloud. And actually, it's the most flexible option for our customer to deploy Tableau Server on cloud. For example, we can not only choose Windows operating system, but also we can use Linux operating system. And we can not only build a one-node Tableau Server, but also we can configure Tableau Server in a distributed environment. It means that we can build up a clustered Tableau Server on Alibaba Cloud. And if we are using Windows Active Directory in our environment, so we could also configure Tableau Server to work with Active Directory to authenticate our customer. And then we could enabling Kerberos or Samuel to achieve single sign-on user experience. And so when we deploy Tableau Server on Alibaba Cloud, it's very simple. So the first step, we need to set up VPC. VPC stands for Virtual Privacy Cloud. And secondly, we need to configure security group and associate the security group with VPC. So whatever VPC or security group we can get from Alibaba Cloud. So that's the first two steps. The third step is we can set up the ECS, Elastic Computing Server in Alibaba Cloud, and use the VPC and the security group in step 2 and step 1. So complete the first 3 steps with just logging the virtual machine, the ECS. Then we can download the Tableau installation file in the virtual machine, or we can upload the prepared installation file into the virtual machine. We can do the normal installation steps via the Tableau Server installation with us. So it's very simple, and we use the same self-deployment option for Alibaba Cloud, just like other cloud platform. Okay. So after we talk about the how can we deploy Tableau Server on Alibaba Cloud, let's look into how can we use the data. If we have the data result in Alibaba Cloud, how can we use Tableau to connect with this data? And today, Tableau customer on Alibaba Cloud or on-premise, if you have data on Alibaba Cloud, we can connect Tableau with RDS for SQL Server, RDS for MySQL, RDS for PostgreSQL, via Tableau native data connector for these respective SQL protocols. And if you have another database compatible to ODBC or JDBC, you could also use the ODBC or JDBC way to connect with your data. And after this September, Tableau and Alibaba will announce the technical partnership with each other. We are working together to develop a native data connector by using Tableau connector SDK. So we have already released the latest version, 19.4. In this latest version, we released the 3 native data connector for AnalyticDB, Data Lake Analytics, and MacCompute. So we have already found that our customer has already, so because 19.4 was just released in last week, but we have already found our users are using Tableau to connect with their data. So before we use the 3 data connectors to connect with the AnalyticDB, MacCompute, DLA, we need to install the driver in advance. For AnalyticDB and Data Lake Analytics, we need to install the native MySQL version, is a version A. And for MacCompute, there are 3 steps. The first step, we need to install the latest version of Java A. And the step 2, we need to download the native JDBC driver from Alibaba GitHub site. It's a jar file. And the step 3, we need to copy the jar file into the Tableau Server driver folder in Tableau Desktop and in Tableau Server. If you want to publish the data source into Tableau Server, we also need to copy the jar file into the Tableau Server driver folder. So after that, you can use the native connector to connect with your data if in the 3 data connector. Okay. Here is a typical architecture of Tableau on Alibaba Cloud. Alibaba Cloud can connect data not only from cloud environment, but also can from the on-premise environment. And the data structure can be stored in structured way or in unstructured way. Alibaba Cloud can process and compute this raw data and store the results in relational DB or put them in the data warehousing. But for Tableau, no matter where the data are, Tableau can support to use this data in the same way. For our business users, they don't need to care about this underlying infrastructure because after they use Tableau to connect with this data, they could always rely on Tableau to see and understand this data, use the same user experience. So before we close the session, so I list some action items for you. So if you have further interesting about Alibaba Cloud, you can scan this QR code to get a direct link from Tableau on help. You can know how to how to install Tableau Server on Alibaba Cloud. And Tableau has already listed very detailed information for us. The second thing is if you have any question about deployment or how to use Tableau to connect with Alibaba Cloud data products, you could also send me email. Okay, the last one, and the important one is please help complete the survey of this session. So your feedback can help us to improve the quality of this topic and can improve the product development about the Tableau integration with Alibaba Cloud. Thank you very much.